Hey, everybody. It is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. I just realized people are going to be listening to this, like 5 years later.
Yeah.
Listen, guys. Tomorrow is a big day, and we are not going to talk about anything having to do with the election or anything after, because not only are we not equipped for it, but I can't take it. So...
I don't have it in me at all.
So Gus and I talked about it, and we're just going to have, I'd say, the most classic, just fun episode. So even if you're listening to this, I think this video is going to go up Wednesday. So no matter what's happening, let this be your little fun, like oasis in the desert. You can. It's a little mirage of me and Gus chatting in the desert while everything is around us is crumbling.
Picture yourself, you're drowning, or sorry, what's the opposite of that? You're dying of thirst in the desert, and you're crawling.
You're going to say you're drowning in the desert.
You're drowning in the desert, you're choking down sand, all right? And you get over a dune, and you look, and you see some wavy lines, and it's just me and Eddie sitting out there in a Hawaiian shirt saying, hey, you think you could beat the shit out of, like, a 4th grade child or something? That's you, baby. Oasis.
That's how you die. When you die during the Gus Eddy Desert Mirage, you choke on ice. So it's like you have some water for the first time, you think, but then you can't breathe.
If you die in the Gus and Eddy Desert Mirage, you die in real life. Oh shit.
Here's the thing.
What?
I have been playing Ghost of Tsushima too much, and I don't want to. We talked a lot about gaming stuff with Jakey, so I'm going to leave it there. I've been gaming. What did you do for Halloween?
You know what? I had a pretty chill one. We went a little bit of the classic route. We watched Halloween Town. I'd never actually seen Halloween Town, so it was my first time.
I rewatched it as a lover of Disney Channel movies and Halloween Town. Watching it this year, Halloween Town is really boring, dude. It is so.
Yeah.
It is so, and I love the idea of Halloween Town. I watched it every year as a kid. Chrissy and I tried to watch the first and second and just stopped paying attention like 20 minutes in, dude. It's so boring.
It is really, and I was noticing too, because especially in that first one, like, it's already going to be low budget and it's older, and I get it, but it did seem extra like they shot this on fuck all. Like, Debbie Reynolds' salary had to be like 80% of this shit. Like, the green screen looks like shit from like the 70s when they just figured it out on the weather station. We're like, hey, look at that. It was so fucking bad. And then it's like the climax of the movie takes place and like there's no action. Here's like the final 2 seconds of the mom running into a theater to like stop and be like, hey, what's going on? And it's just like Dollar Tree fucking cobwebs and shit. And I was just like, oh my God, this is a budget picture.
And like I guess that's the charm. But watching it this year, I was like, man, I think it was the fun rewatch last year because I was re-experiencing it for the first time. But it's like, dude, they even take fucking forever just to get to Halloween Town. You're like, I don't care about the whole babysitting bullshit. Like, I just don't want it. We did a fun stream that you were actually. I said, what did you do? But you were a part of mine as well. Where Chrissy and I, our plan was to stream PT right when we booted up the game after starting. Oh, by the way, Tony, if you could put up a picture. Chrissy and I were Borat and Tutar, and I think we fucking kind of nailed it. I think we did a great job.
It did look pretty freaking fresh. I will give you that.
Thank you. The second we booted up PT after the intro to the stream, people just started dropping out because PT's just too scary, dude. It is like, it's just immediately there's, the Lisa jump scare. If anyone doesn't know what PT is, I believe it was the summer of 2015 at E3.
Long ago.
Yeah, I know. In like, without saying who made it or anything, this demo for a horror game, PT, was released. It's, I would say, probably the scariest game of all time. It was revealed later it was made by Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear and Silent Hill. It was going to be the sequel. Because Kojima worked on Silent Hill before and then was doing the new one, right? I'm not getting that wrong?
Think so,
dude. If I'm getting that wrong, I'll if I get it wrong, I'll just tell Tony to edit it out because that's how we do things on this podcast.
Tony, if he gets it wrong, second, give me a call, run downstairs, beat the shit out of him. All right?
With a mask,
with a mask on my fist and face, just to be safe.
It was just too scary, so we fucked around with some Alien Isolation for a bit. My buddy, we were supposed to do this before. Boy of the week this week.
That's right.
Is our good friend Eric on Twitch. He is Eric Shari. He is one of my childhood best friends. He's been killing it streaming. He's been streaming with me and Gus, and like when we do the bigger Among Us streams, he's been there. That's the Eric if you've been watching it all. Eric's Twitch, we're going to put a link in the description below. It's Eric Shari _, ERICSCHARRI _. Eric has been fucking killing it lately, and I'm so happy to see his Twitch growing. But Eric came and hung out with us, and then Jakey and you both hopped in, and we just did some media share videos and got drunk, and it was like, as far as a quarantine Halloween could go, I had so much fun. Chrissy and I stopped the stream, and it was just like, that was fucking great. It was probably one of my favorite Halloweens I've had in a couple of years.
Yeah, damn, it was really nice closing out the night like that. It felt really weird on my end because it was like, not with your stream shit, but I was like, I just actively didn't prepare for Halloween at all. This is the first year probably since I was 3 that I didn't dress up at all. Okay. Like I was just like, I got no plans, you know, like we were going to play some Phasmophobia with like Shelby and Matt and Sabrina. So we did that. And then I jokingly last minute just threw some nothing shit on, like even weaker than like 3 Hole Punch Jim from The Office shit, where it was like I saw Shelby and Matt were dressed as Clarice Starling from Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal Lecter, and I was taking a shit 10 minutes before I was supposed to get on, and they already started streaming, and I saw like a little burst of comments that was like, is Gus Buffalo Bill? So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go put on a checkered shirt and just not, I mean, I already didn't shower today, so I'm just gonna extra muss up my hair and then just leave it unbuttoned. Yay, I'm fucking Buffalo Bill. So that was the laziest. I just couldn't get it together, dude. I was like, fuck, I don't have any good ideas this year.
I mean, really, what's getting it together with the Halloween we had? I hope everyone. I was really happy to see everyone in both of our streams, just because it was like people who were not, going to parties and shit. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Halloween was good. I hope everyone had a semi decent one. I was just glad to like do fucking anything, and I think streaming is so fun because you're like, oh, there's like 1,000 people hanging out. It's like we're at a virtual party.
I do like that. That is super fun.
What do you say we get into some preguntas? I want to hear our boys immediately. I want to hear about our boy. I want this whole episode to just be a classic. The boys are in the podcast. We're in the podcast. We're answering the boys in the podcast. You know, the kind of general thing we do every week.
Yeah. This is gonna be goddamn boy central this week, guys. I'm not gonna say the word now, but got a little bit of extra mail here, and we're gonna do some hot off the presses questions. Usually I'll like pull some, or Eddie will pull some, and we'll look at them. This is like the fucking word of the mouth. This is like we're walking down the street and people are just yelling shit at us, and we're responding to it.
Stop yelling at me.
So hey. Follow us on Twitter, at Eddie Burback, at Gus Buckets. I'm not Gus Johnson on Twitter. Fuck. Give me that account, Gus Johnson. All right, so this one comes from somebody that's username is Please Vote for the Love of God. Too late at the time of watching this. Anyway, they say, disagreement, and they preface this, please read, I promise it's worth it. So, okay.
Okay.
This person says, disagreement. My friends and I live in Minnesota, where the Canada goose runs rampant. One of our friends insists that he could easily kill a goose with his bare hands by just grabbing it and snapping its neck. The rest of our friend groups thinks this is ridiculous, and that while he could theoretically kill a goose with his bare hands, it would not be easy, and he would probably get bit by the goose in the process. We obviously can't and won't test this because that would require killing an animal, so please use your expertise and settle this once and for all. Love the show, boys. Keep it up.
I think I definitely decide with the group, because like there's some mean sons of bitches when they want to be, Same thing with swans. And I feel like it depends on the guy. Swans. What kind of guy are we talking about? Because it's like, do I think The Rock could like murder a goose with its bare hands? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But do I think like most of my friends could? Probably no.
No. Plus the Rock's got that goddamn rhino lining shit that they put in the back of truck beds. That's basically his skin. I mean, the bites aren't even a fucking factor. You're breaking a beak, you try to bite that guy.
The thing is, I think most humans are winning the fight no matter what. But
oh yeah,
easily kill with their bare hands. So like, I'm assuming I know that means weaponless, but I'm assuming that means not that much kicking as well, right? And I feel like kicking is your strongest factor. But I actually saw a Reddit post once about somebody who, to try and save their sibling, kicked a swan, I believe, and they said it was like kicking a bowling ball, where you'd think they'd be like weightless, but then it was like really hard.
Wait, like the body was like kicking a bowling ball?
That's what they said. I believe they were exaggerating. But yeah, saying like they were pretty fucking heavy, like unexpectedly. But I guess bowling balls aren't even that heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? I hate that for a split second when you told me this, 10% of my brain immediately was like, I gotta go kick a swan. I don't think it's that bad. I was like, wait a minute.
But really think about how heavy bowling balls are. You know what I mean? Like they're not that heavy.
Yeah.
When we kick a soccer ball, they're like nearly weightless, you know?
I bet it would feel like kicking a medicine ball because it's like there'd be a little bit of give. Like the really old medicine ball that's been around since like the 80s and it's just that faded like bald tire blue and they haven't gotten rid of it and there's probably all sorts of diseases on it, but it's at the back of the weight room. It'd be like kicking that fucker. The thing is too, swans are goddamn strong as shit too.
Well,
like,
also we're talking about geese. I just mentioned the swan as a side note, but right?
That's true.
Yeah.
It was a goose. I know. Well, I say this because I know for a fact that like grown trumpeter swans can like break your fucking femur with just their wings.
For real?
That's how strong. Yeah, like they can legit break femurs with their fucking wings. So you got to assume it's not to the fullest extent with a goose, but you're like same kind of general area. I bet that they could really bruise you the fuck up at least.
Yeah. I also it's like. I don't want to get into the details at all, but I feel like a gooseneck is not the easiest thing to maneuver around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that's going to be an easy... I think he's thinking more of like a giraffe type situation with their neck, and it's like, that is not it. So I side with the group. I think your friend is way overly confident. If he was just saying, I could survive me versus a goose, but to say easily, let's get him in the ring. Let's do it. Let's cue it up.
Get the goose in the ring, guy.
Oh, also, I actually saved a post. It did well on the subreddit, and I purposely didn't read it. It was a disagreement on the subreddit. Now, normally, I don't want the subreddit to ever be spam for questions, or I want them to be mainly memes. But this one, it seemed like the community was behind it, so let me find it real quick, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I read a little bit of it. Okay. So you didn't read this, right?
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Okay. So I'm going to avoid reading the title because it spoils it, okay?
Okay.
So this is from red_lobster_death on the subreddit. Okay. I understand Gus and Eddie don't check the subreddit for this segment, but I honestly got to get this off my chest. I went on a, parentheses, socially distant picnic date with a dude I met on Tinder, and after we ate the food we brought, he ate some grass. No, not like lemongrass or whatever, like literal grass from the ground. And I was all, just quoting question marks, and he told me that since dogs and cows eat it, it's totally fine for people to eat it. He even offered that I try it, and I kindly refused. The date was actually pretty fun besides that. My friend told me that it just makes him quirky, but I'm honestly still scarred by him taking a glump of the earth and putting it in his mouth. I think I should move on to the next guy out there, but my friend thinks I should give him another shot. It's weird to eat grass like that, right? Please, boys, help me out.
I am severely disappointed.
Dude, who is this friend that is like, you should give the grass guy another chance?
Come on!
I get the rest of the day was fun, but he's like, let's say he had like a weird thing for eating grass, but the fact that he was like, no, it's good, you should try. Like, if he ate grass in private, I'd say, listen, that's just his weird little thing. But he's like pro grass, you know what I mean? Like I don't think you go on another date with this dude. I really don't think you do that.
You know what? I really do believe that, and I'm gonna go so far as to say, in case you're not, I want to clarify. My position is thus: not a bit. Don't go on another date with this guy.
For real.
Not a bit. Because you got to figure, okay, this does not fall under the quirk category. This is a multifaceted thing. Like Eddie said, too, if it was one thing, if it was private. Already weird if it's private. Because, yeah, you can get away with it. You're not supposed to just eat blades of grass. It's like that's probably going to fucking sour up your stomach and shit. It's gross. Where are you getting the grass from? I assume it was a place in public. It's probably a fucking treated lawn with a lot of pesticides and shit on there. I'm not just popping blades in my mouth, but it's also the fact that this guy thought on a first date that it was okay to be like, hey, by the way, babe, I'm eating grass, so you better fucking buckle up. We're getting blade after blade down this gullet.
Yeah, I don't know if this makes sense exactly, but like his choice to eat grass on the first date is weirder than eating grass. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
That's insane. And the fact that he's like, try some. Do you here's the only reality, and still don't go on a date with this guy. Like, maybe this guy just goes on a billion dates, and his friend was like, hey, you think you could get a girl to eat grass on the first date? And he's like, let me give it a shot. You know, like, still don't go on a second date with that guy. But, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, on a first date?
And it's like, you got to think, you really have to separate the actual act from it and step back. And I absolutely resent the slippery slope conversation a lot of the times. Like, I don't know, slippery slope, you know. But this time, you got to think, hey, if fucking Don Juan over here is as cavalier as he is about saying on the first date that he's eating grass, you just, out of survival, have to assume there's a minimum of 15 things that are like complete deal breakers that he's just going to wait to incrementally roll out for the next 6 months. Yeah, fucking get ahead of it, sister. Find another guy.
I would say socially, there are only a few other scenarios that are as high risk as a first date, right? I would say like probably the two most socially careful times you ever need to be in your life is on a first date, if you care about the person and think there's potential, or meeting the family of your significant other, right?
Yes.
Those are like the two most, you have to be the most kind of like smooth SpongeBob normal person that you've ever met in your life, right?
Absolutely.
If he's eating grass on that date, what is he going to do when you guys are like hanging out with your friends? You know what I mean? Like what?
Exactly.
He's like, actually, I open beers with my butt cheeks. It's pretty normal, and it's actually the best. You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
What is he gonna feel comfortable doing? I kind of respect the dude for being so confident, though. Like, do you think he's like, yeah, women love me so much, I'm just gonna start eating fucking grass, see if they come back.
Gotta start stacking the deck against me here. I need a challenge here.
It's like he got some like self-help like pickup book that's like how to get a girl to think you're irresistible. Eat grass on the first date. It's a power move. It's an alpha move, bro.
I don't get it. The first date, its entire purpose, it is not to have fun. It is not to make memories. It is not for love at first sight. It is a basic demonstration, person to person, of like, hello, I'm not going to kill you. Are you going to kill me? No? Okay, great. Then on the second date, you start getting into the eccentricity shit. Don't fucking give me this goddamn Hail Mary grass-eating bullshit on the first date here, okay, guy?
And I'm assuming, especially with a Tinder date, it's like, it's not like they kind of knew each other, and then he was a little weird. It was like the first time they met. He met a new person and was like, I'm gonna show him the grass thing. You know what I mean?
God,
like,
yeah.
There's no way. You don't go on a second date with that person. And dude, I gotta say, especially with Tinder dates, guys, if you have a red flag that you want to ask your friends about, already just don't go on the second date. It's like I hear friends, or I hear like friends of friends, these stories where it's like, yeah, we were on this Tinder date, and then he like yelled at the waitress, but everything other than that was great. It's like, no, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a Tinder date. Go back on Tinder, find a new date, because that person's not the one. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
If they're mean to a server on the first date, chances are they're going to be mean to you later. Like, there's no way.
You get ahead of it. Get ahead of it.
So, yeah, I had to read that one. Still, I'd say disagreements and preguntas, keep them to Twitter, just because I don't like the peer pressure of upvoting and deciding, you guys should answer this one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. All right. I'm literally sorting by top.
1 second.
What up?
Here, we'll just, my doorbell rang. It might be a maintenance guy. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry about friggin' Eddie, Tony. You don't even have to cut this part. Let me toss you some slack here, guy. All right? Listen, if you're watching right now, folks, we just want to say thank you again. I know that it takes a long time for episodes to come out sometimes, Eddie and I are trying to do a lot of new stuff this year and just deal with everything going on. I just want to say thank you. Doesn't have to be anything more than that. We appreciate you. Thank you for following our Twitch stuff and watching us do shit there. Thank you to Tony. Haha, Tony has to edit this. Fuck you, Tony. Tony's doing a great job every goddamn week. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for the memes on the subreddit. Thanks for following us on all these places. We just appreciate it. It's not always easy to make memes and get shit and pull it together and stuff, but the podcast is always fun. It's always positive. Thank you, Guy. I'm pointing at you. Yeah, you! Not you. Move her out of frame. Yep, bring her in. Get him out. No, out. I want him out. Yeah! Yeah, Tuesday's good. He can come back Tuesday. Okay, you guys, thank you. You're the bomb. All right, that's about all that. Hey, guys, listen. We got a lot of mail stuff here, too, by the way. I just want to give a little P.O. Box update. In case it wasn't clear, the post office is apparently, unbeknownst to me, it's not a damn storage unit. We're fine on mail. I actually just found, I told Eddie this, I found a small cache of some packages here in the upstairs apartment, only about like 5 or 10 or so. So those are probably from like last year in the middle of the year. So anyway, we're going to be chipping away at some of that stuff, but don't send us any mail still. Full stop. No exceptions. Bless ya. We're good on mail still. We still have a good amount stocked up from the last time I went over to the post office. So thank you, though, for asking. I noticed some questions on Twitter and stuff.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were a little late. You were a little late in the time.
I couldn't hear you. I was fucking silent. I'm like, I got a muffler on, dude.
I had a delivery come real quick. Somebody rang the doorbell. But we're back. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
Probably, I don't know, fucking the CIA or something.
People are going to be so frustrated if we forget what we're anyway. Was there another pregunta we had?
Yeah, listen, here, I'm just sorting by top on Gus and Eddie of all the shit sorted today. Let's go to the literal next one. If some of these might be duds, so maybe I'll read it and then abandon it halfway through. If that's one of yours, sorry. At Perhaps Francis, Battle Royale. All of your sketch characters versus all of the people you've done commentary videos on. Who wins? My money's on Mitchell Robbins by sheer luck.
Huh.
I don't know.
I think, honestly, no, I think Potato Chip Boys take it all. I think Potato Chip Boys completely just fucking obliterate everybody in the competition without a doubt.
They got everything working for them. First of all, they have friendship / teamwork, which is the bond that bonds. Yep. And then they have chips as armor. Lots of chips, by the way. I don't know if you guys watched the video, but there's a lot of chips. Probably enough to stop a 50 cal bullet. I don't want to speak for you, Eddie. Also, they work in... it's a team, dipshit. There's 2 of them. We can fucking surround you.
It's really also all they have to do is go down into a bunker, wait for everyone else to kill each other. All they have to do, they got a ton of chips on them. Maybe they don't have water; it might dry out their mouths. But maybe they say they're in a bunker. Fucking my pool guy comes dripping wet. They kill him. They take some of the moisture from him.
Oh yeah, he's dying right away.
Yeah, no, and any of the my yard my pool dude is first to go.
Instant.
Or he gets out of bounds and he's still alive, but they won't let him back in.
Yeah, that's so he's not technically dead, but he's really not part of it.
Not out over here if you just want to let me in.
Just come on. The door's right there, guy. Come on.
I think as far as people from commentary, everyone's so cursed from commentary videos. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think, I forgot his name. What was the fucking name of the Stranger Danger alien that I did? I don't even remember. Man. But he's in a time loop, so he would fucking probably actually win because he's in a time loop the whole time, just perfecting his Battle Royale game. I still think the Potato Chip Boys have it, though. I don't think he'll ever escape it.
They got him.
That's a great question, though. I really like that question.
That is a good one. Thank you so much. At Briggs Cunning H2 says, out of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which one could you kill the fastest? Is this just us killing shit?
Louie.
Wait, why Louie?
Fucking don't like him. That's it. It's easier when you don't like him.
All right, fuck you, Louie. Dying. At Paige Frangie says, which mythical creature would be the hottest? Not by genre, but by legend. Okay.
I don't know.
E.g. the Loch Ness Monster Bigfoot would be the hottest.
Okay, so we're not talking like Pantheon shit. We're talking about like weird mystery monsters.
Yeah, like I assume like cryptids and like beasts and legends, shit like that. Mothman is out. Very unfuckable.
Yeah, no, there's no way you're fucking Mothman. I feel like some people would be really into Bigfoot. He's got big hands as well, so you know.
I can
and also
see that.
obviously foot fetish people.
Dude, oh my god, it's top tier. I mean, you could probably fucking burst any hole with one toe of his. I didn't like saying that.
The thing is, I didn't like hearing it either. But
It just kept coming out of my mouth. I was like, am I gonna finish this sentence?
It's gonna burst every hole. What the fuck, dude?
I was in too far. I had the momentum built up.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean, dude?
Orange was trying to emphasize the stature of his little digits.
I was gonna say if he tried, imagine we find out Bigfoot's real and he starts an OnlyFans. Think about how much money Bigfoot would make if the only footage of Bigfoot was an OnlyFans.
Oh my god, you could cover like so many bases. You got the foot fetish. You maybe
a
leak
big
into
hairy bear man.
bear territory. Absolutely. Got that big kind of woodsman. That's just bears too. Maybe it's really just is those two categories.
Yeah, well, also again, it's Bigfoot footage. So then a bunch of like people who live in the woods that have been looking for him for years are gonna have to buy an OnlyFans. They're like, are these his toes? What the hell is going on here?
True. You got to assume too. Bigfoot would probably be one of the safest creatures to like have a sex tape with. Just because it's like, who the fuck is going to act? Like, no actual footage of Bigfoot's really out there, probably. Like, that shit's airtight, baby. You could fuck all day on screen. Doesn't matter.
And then, you know, there's those kind of, those woods guys that have, like, TV shows looking for them, and then they'll open it, and they'll go, damn, I bet those could burst all of my holes.
That's probably what happened. I could totally see that. All right, next one is Marry Me Garfield. I couldn't read that.
Oh, I get why. Yeah, Mega.
Yeah, I
was
was like,
there too.
Marry Mega Refield? What the fuck?
By the way, with Twitch, that fucks me up so badly because everyone's got all lowercase name with no spaces, no underscores, and you have to try and pretty much read like a compact word of like 5 words and just try and figure it out. And I have such a hard time doing it.
Oh, yeah, and then maybe it's one of the usernames, too, that's, like, in dark blue or purple, and you're trying to pick it out from the black background, and you're like, I don't know, dog.
And I'm just trying to, I think mainly as well, I'm trying not to read out a name where they're trying to trick me. You know what I mean? Like, so you start, every Twitch subscription or donation, you start reading the name, and in your head, you're like, is this going to sound like something offensive and ruin my career?
That's just it. I have not had that happen yet, but someday.
Me either.
Bomb's going to blow up. Hey guys, stop what you're doing. This is an ad. You're watching an ad. I'm just trying to be as clear as possible. Anyway, today's episode is sponsored by Candid. Listen, everybody, you know all the things that we'd like to do for ourselves but haven't done it for whatever reason? Well, if you've always wanted straighter teeth and a better smile, stop putting it off. Thanks to Candid, straightening your teeth is simpler, easier, and more comfortable than ever. Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, and practically invisible, unlike wire braces, so you can transform your smile without anybody noticing. Whoosh, zoom back. Alright, plus your treatment is prescribed and monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. And it is all done from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Candid only works with orthodontists, never general dentists like other companies. Plus, your supervising orthodontist will be with you every step of the way. With Candid, your treatment includes remote monitoring by the same orthodontist who created your plan, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. You'll always know. I love that. I guess I love that, everybody. I love that. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, and it costs thousands less than braces. So, start straightening your teeth today. Right now, all of my listeners, I guess they're only mine, no Eddie listeners, all my listeners can save $75 on Candid Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/gusandeddy and use code gusandeddy. Here's the part where I just say the same thing 3 times. Here comes number 2 of 3. That's candidco.com/gusandeddy, code gusandeddy. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/gusandeddy, code gusandeddy. There, did you get it? Did you retain that? All right, get out of here. Thanks, Candid. All right, so anyway, Marry Me Garfield says, hey boys, I have a mystery that needs solving. Well, goddamn it, you came to the right place. For 7 years now, we have been finding dozens upon dozens of golf balls in our yard, but neither of us or any of our neighbors golf at all. Where the fuck are these coming from? And then they include a picture, Eddie. I don't need to send it, but I'll tell you. They said, this picture shows some that I gathered in about a day. And I'm looking at a bucket of easily 20 to 30 grubby golf balls.
Could you send it in the Discord so Tony can get it for the video as well?
Yes.
People should already be looking at it right now, and also I want to look at it.
It is not... I don't know what the fuck.
Can I make a prediction really quick?
Here. Yes.
You're going to send this picture. Within 2 minutes, William Osmond is going to say something in our podcast Discord.
All right, it is 1:37 p.m.
I'll say within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes.
We'll give him a 5-minute window.
Okay.
Guys, every time we put anything in the Gus and Eddy podcast Discord, I'm going to say it. Will's in here. Listen, we had T-Pain come in here, and it was all like, holy shit, how the fuck did we get T-Pain? T-Pain lands right away. Will's like, what up? And we're like, dog, I'm going to kick you out of here. I love you, Will. Leave right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing these golf balls. I mean, okay. Well, either way, my mystery for your solving thing is one of your neighbors golfs, and they're not telling you.
Yeah.
These balls, some of them look fresh. Some of these balls look fresh. Some of these balls look old and dirty.
That's true.
Look at this one. What does this one say? Is that the Nike one? You see what I'm saying? The Nike one.
Yeah, it's a Mojo one.
Yeah, that looks fucking clean as hell. But then we're looking at some other ones that look real old and dusty.
See, these just look like some shit kicker range balls. You know, it's somebody... you probably had... I'm assuming you live in a rural area. Here, let's check your fucking AVI. I'm actually trying to sleuth this shit out. I don't see your physical location here. Not going to pursue that any further, but I was just trying to see if it was Ohio or Minnesota or some shit where I was like, oh, it's probably a safer guess that it's what I do in Wisconsin is we get a bunch of old golf balls because my grandma actually lives near a golf course and sometimes some golf balls are hit into her yard. So we'll have fucking dozens of these things and we'll go hit them from our front yard into our just grass field. So that's probably what's happening.
I was picturing backyard as a rural one, but they didn't say that, right? What was there? Was there any details about the backyard or the yard or anything?
No specifics here. 7 years now, I've been finding dozens of golf balls in our yard. Neither of us. Oh wait, there's a second reply. This picture's from a few months ago, but you get the point.
Okay. Oh, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't help at all.
Okay, well, I was picturing a big yard. If this is like a small residential, not small, but like a normal fenced-in yard, then it's where are these coming from?
Yeah, I would be really wondering it because it's obvious from looking at it that many of these balls were at least partially buried for quite some time.
Right.
That leads me to believe old golf course and range ball shit or someone just whacking them and But I have no clue, because that kind of chunked up dirt shit, that does not just accumulate on a ball. That's you're digging a ball out of the ground.
Dude, this scared the shit out of me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just want the neighbors just yelled at each other, but it was the door was open, so I just heard a woman shrieking in the hallway. Oh my god. God. Tony, if you want to do an instant replay of me fucking whipping my headphones off, terrified right there. Well, I guess it's not after Halloween, but there's some spooky domestic problems happening right now. Oh, dude, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
I am very much looking forward. It'll be bittersweet whenever it comes time to leave this apartment building, but one of the number one things I'm not going to miss is just not having fucking neighbors, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want
Well, you get a house and you're going to find a fucking million golf balls in your yard, I
guess. I'll take them all any day, trade off.
There's more problems, baby, more problems.
Anyway, good luck on that. I mean, keep us posted. Seems like you have a goddamn ordeal on your hands, so I'd love to hear some more info there, McKenna.
Is it like an animal that's collecting these? Animals don't grab golf balls. That's not a thing, right?
I don't think so. It could be a dog burying them. Maybe it's a dog is bringing them over there.
That's what I was thinking. But also they would notice a dog coming into their yard all the time.
Probably. You know what I mean? That's just it. There's too much left up to the imagination. I need to know the actual area that you live in. I need to know the kind of yard. Name? What's the acreage? It's at Marry Me Garfield.
All right, Marry Me Garfield. We got to hear more. I want to hear more about. I want us to figure out this mystery. Detective Gus and Eddy are on the scene, but we need more clues. So
we'll crack it.
We got to hear from you again. Okay.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next one.
We'll catch you next week. I pray to God I remember to follow up on that. All right, the next one. Too. At Mr. TJK6 says, disagreement. My friends and I are arguing about whipped cream. My friend thinks that the whipped cream is there to mix into your hot chocolate to make it more, quote, creamy. I think that they put whipped cream on your drink for you to slurp off with your mouth. Settle this.
So I'll say this is one of those dumb food disagreements where it's like, hey, guys, you're both right.
That's very true.
You can eat whipped cream however you want. I think half of it is because it tastes good. Half of it is because it's an aesthetic type thing, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's like sometimes I slurp up the whipped cream on the top. Sometimes I mix it and make things a little creamier. You can go back and forth. I don't think whipped cream, something as general as whipped cream, it's like saying what the right way to use butter is. You know what I mean? It's like...
It's true.
There's many uses.
Slather that fucker. I don't care. Get it on there.
You're both right, and you should stop fighting. You guys are friends.
Go kiss and make out and have sex right now.
Go put whipped cream on one of your nipples and no, sorry.
Lick it. I'm not a whipped cream guy myself that much.
I don't mind it. It's like I do think it's pretty fucking good on hot chocolate. That little mix in the mouth is great, but
my big thing is a lot of the times it's kind of counterintuitive. Again, just my preference.
I think in ice cream it's counterintuitive.
What I hate though, and it breaks my heart, is in my humble opinion, the McDonald's like chocolate shakes used to be so fucking S tier when I was coming up. When I'm talking like late 90s, early to mid 2000s and shit, when you just got the paper yellow, red, white cup, a nice regular fucking straw, and it was just like a regular soda cup, and it was a goddamn shake or a malt or whatever. And then the McCafe stuff came in, and they first of all they downsized the fuck out of all of those like sizes. They're minuscule. It was not subtle at all. And then they came along, and the default is a lot of whipped cream and one of those, in my opinion, fucking disgusting shit kicker asshole gross fucking maraschino cherries. I hate those things. And I always forget to say, hey, no fucking whipped cream and cherry on top. So I order it and I get it and it's like, it's too creamy. I don't like the consistency. I'm picky. It's unnecessary calories.
Yeah. With milkshakes, and I don't know if you agree on me this, and it's hard to describe, but with a milkshake consistency, I think the only perfect milkshake consistency is when you can kind of taste the texture of a little bit of ice crystals with it. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's when it's pretty much like a good structured ice cream that you're drinking. Not these like almost fucking like these custard type ones, you know, where it's like I don't need like a concrete shake. I need it to have that texture where while I'm drinking it, it's like I'm drinking some ice cream. Also, side note.
Yeah.
Steak and Shake. How is the cup on the outside always sticky?
Is that the case? I haven't eaten it. I don't know.
Steak and Shake shakes, whenever I've been handed one in my life, and they're made out of styrofoam, which maybe you shouldn't do anymore, it's always sticky on the outside. And I can't understand why it would always be like that.
Oh, man.
Does it seep through the styrofoam? Like every Steak and Shake that I've ever been handed to go in my life has been sticky. Like there has not been I promise you there's not been a single one that hasn't been. And so it's like, what's going on? We got to figure this out, Gus. What's going on?
We do have to figure it out.
It's just like the golf mystery.
It is the golf mystery. I've never even had one of those fuckers. Now I got to check it out.
Also,
Tell me
Steak and
it's in a
Shake.
styrofoam?
Sitting in a Steak and Shake is genuinely just the worst service you can ever have, and I don't blame them because they're like, we're a fast food restaurant, but wouldn't it be fun if you had a server? And it's like, I don't need that for the fast food, you know? Like we kind of, and so it's like one time Tony and our friends were at Steak and Shake, and he asked for a water, and the guy never gave it to him. So we're eating burgers and fries, and Tony goes like, "Hey, I'm so sorry, I asked for water a little bit ago. Any way I could get it?" Or he said, I asked for water a little bit ago. And the guy goes, oh, well, do you still want it? And he was just like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we're not mean to servers. It's just like, Yeah, give me the water. But it's like, I don't blame anybody. Like, Steak and Shake, I'm sure, asks way too much of their employees where they're like, work at the fast food restaurant and also just be like a 50s waiter. It's like, fuck you, Steak and Shake.
You love this. This is fun. Be part of the gimmick. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, fucking banger. We are getting very fortunate here on the Hot Off the Presses questions.
Dude, I love these questions. I'm having so much fun, actually.
Here's an even better one. So Cunning Bra says, how long do you think it would take you to escape the Truman Show? Or at least realize the situation of it. In the movie, even after the girl tells Truman he's being recorded, it takes him like 10 more years to figure it out. Love the podcast.
Here's
Bop
the thing.
of a question.
I don't know if I blame Truman, though, because it's like, imagine you're living your regular life and you hear that from some person. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, they're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's
very true.
I don't know how long it would take me because the effort for people that don't know The Truman Show, it's a Jim Carrey movie about a man who has grown up as the star of a fake island world.
Best Jim Carrey movie, in my opinion.
I would agree. I also think Sunshine's a great movie, and I also think a lot of his comedies are good too. But honestly, his performance in that one might be my favorite. But and so it's like he grows up in this fake world on a TV show where all of his friends and family are actors. But it's like to grow up in that atmosphere means that is his reality. You know what I mean? It's like we know he's in a TV show, but it's like his reality existed all the way to deceive him. And then one girl he was dating was like, "You're in a TV show." You're telling me you would be like, "Oh, I am." You know what I mean? You'd go to your friend and you'd ask them, his friend's an actor, and he'd be like, "No, you're not." "Oh, good. I trust you because you're my friend. I'll ask my parents. They're actors too." You know what I mean? Like anyone you would ask that you trust is going to lie to you.
It does seem. The thing is, again, it's only wishful thinking, not even retroactive, but just it's purely speculative. Any answer we can give, because you're also operating under the assumptions of like, obviously my life experience isn't the same, but have I reached the same pace markers for brain development? Like, would I be as smart as I am now if I was in a Truman Show world where everything was catered to me? You know,
we
like,
wouldn't even have
not.
The internet though, so like I don't know what my opinions would be without the internet. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what information I'd have access to. He's just living a regular 90s life, you know?
That's true, yeah. I would like to think though, like with all of that shit though, like you'd have to think that there's some shit going on, or at least fucking doubt it a little bit, because even when like the girl like tells him all that stuff, it's after like a week straight of him trying everything in his power to just talk to a girl from his high school, and he can't even fucking track her down. You know what I mean?
Right,
and then it's
also,
like she disappears off the face of the earth in his mind immediately.
Yeah. Also, I forgot they showed when Truman was a kid at his like at Christmas, a dude burst out of the package, and I'm pretty sure he said something like, "I'm on TV" or something, or "I did it."
And it's like you at least remember that happening, right?
But again, it's like everybody in your life is downplaying that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, that's just a weird guy. You know, and so it's like I honestly feel like a Truman Show, like the timing that he figures it out is kind of perfect. You know what I mean? It's enough to get used to your adult life and then really start observing what's going wrong. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's enough motion in the Truman Show. If you were growing up in a fake TV show, they can change enough. You know what I mean? Where like you can never get used to anything and observe like, oh, maybe that was weird, but now I'm in a totally new classroom this year. You know what I mean? Like it's just different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
The only thing that would be like a kind of reminder, though, of the limited scope, at least, though, is also what happens in the movies, where you're like, it's in such a tiny, tiny fucking setting, you know? It's a small, like, harbor town. So but then again, it's like, we, in this reality, I'm way overthinking this, but I love overthinking dumb questions. In this reality, we're also aware of the framework of a Truman Show-esque, like, film. Like, what if you're in there? Obviously, they're not going to be being like, "Hey, here's a fictional movie for you to watch, Truman, called The Bobby Show. It's about the same thing we're doing to you."
Dude,
like, they'd be like,
the balls,
"Fucking
though.
snuff that shit out, dude." If they did that, Balls.
That's what I was gonna say. Imagine the balls on it. Fucking if they did a new Truman Show thing to somebody and they let them watch the Truman Show.
Oh my god, dude, that would just be
like imagine the event on TV where they're like, fucking dumbass Eddie watches the Truman Show and still doesn't figure it out. And I'm like going over to people in my life being like, did you see the Truman Show? And they're like, yeah, it was really good, right? And then, they forget their line. And I'm like, were you going to say it's great as well? Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like helping them.
We have to make a Truman Show sketch. I don't know what the spin or the angle is, but we got to do a meme about it somehow.
Yeah. Dude, well, one thing, and this is not for the sketch, but I have a couple Truman Show questions. If you're Truman, because so they're making the whole world around him, mm-hmm. Does he think that he has a big dick? Right?
We got to figure this out right now.
Okay, because we're assuming there's like some porn they give him, right? I don't think so.
Well, because you got to think they can quite literally control every element of the world. So
right. So but like, what happens when Truman gets horny? He's just a dude. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would assume that porn had to have existed in the Truman Show.
Right. So it's like, would they make a conscious effort for Truman to know he might have an average penis? You know what I mean?
Man. Would it be a better incentive for them, though? But I feel like everything in the show by design is directly intended to try to emasculate him and oppress him and repress him,
So do you think they make Truman think he has a small thing?
Well, I bet they would not do... I'm trying to think if the rectangle square thing holds up here. I would say I don't think that they would actively try to make him think he has a small dick, but God knows they would do anything to not make him think that he was a stud in any way, whether that's dick size, luck with the ladies, any of that shit,
Right.
Because you got to think about it. Like, if you're young and you're fucking and shit, like, you're going to want to, like, go to, a college town the next town over and shit, or, like, go to the Bahamas and stuff like that, and, like, bring a girl down there. But it's like, I could see how they were trying to fast track that high school sweetheart shit, to immediately be like, have sex with one girl for the rest of your life. Right.
Right. That was mainly my only question.
This is just the branching possibilities here.
Yeah, dude, that I really don't, to circle it back, I don't know when I'd figure it out, because it's essentially like, how long would it take you to realize that everyone in your life has been gaslighting you, and everyone in your life is fake, and everything in your life is fake? Like, the whole movie is about how that's the hardest pill to swallow possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's
like,
true.
I could not be like 2 days. You know what I mean? There's no way.
I really do believe too that I can even see myself if I was under those circumstances and I was like, Truman's like what, 30 when he figures it out? It seems like he's in 30.
Yeah, he's around that. Yeah.
And you got to assume, even if like the most damning concrete evidence was presented to you, wouldn't you still want it to be fake too, though? Because you're just like, what am I going to do then? Like, this doesn't exist. I actively know nothing about the world, you know?
You know what? This is me day 3, right?
Yeah.
Yo, that's not the real moon. I'm in a show. Yo, I know the moon. That's not the moon. And then I'm a 3-year-old infant. Like,
you're 3-day-old infant, and then your parents are like, you just talking. Like, listen, bitch, it's a fucking TV show, okay?
I know. What SAG checks do you get? When do you get them? I'll check the mail.
Wait, hold on. Am I even union here? What the fuck is going on?
Do I count as an actor? What is this? Hey, when's lunch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still do have lunch. Oh, okay. When's real lunch, though?
Dude, yeah, no, I'm just kind of built different. I'd notice right away. All right, we got another pregunta.
You goddamn right, I got a pregunta. But how's about Eddie? Maybe we bust out the knife here and perhaps open a little piece of
My neighbor does the same double take that I just did a minute ago.
Good. Probably sounded just like her.
I'm also going to grab a package or two. I'll be right back.
Good. Guys, we're going a little hog wild on the mail today. Open a couple extra packages. Rip. So this one's from Shipping Doc. That's very great. This was sent to us from California. All right. Look at this nice COVID packaging. Oh my God, Eddie, game changer. He's not even in here. Who are we even changing the game for, guys? You? Me? Pfft, what's the point without Eddie? Anyway, look at this. We got Nickelodeon's Victorious taking the lead for Nintendo DS. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, it's factory sealed. Duh. You think we'd be sent cheap shit? No, I don't know who sent this. There's no note. But this is top of the line stuff. Rated E10+. Not for your average everyday citizen. A little edgier. Taking the lead. Is this show even on still? Victorious. Dance off and party on. It also says danse tu azemu and baila hasta el amanecer. I don't know. Oh, Eddie, I was just reading this back of this little gift we got. It is a Nintendo DS factory sealed copy of Nickelodeon's Victorious taking the lead.
Yo, were you reading the background or the back of the box? Was that what you were doing?
I absolutely was.
That's the moment where I come back and realize I'm in the Truman Show because Gus doesn't speak English, and he was for a moment while I was going.
I mean, hey, what's up there?
What's up, my American pal?
my American amigo. What is up?
Okay, so I got one right here. I think somebody signed us up for a cult again.
Yay!
Well, I don't know because it's the Way to Happiness International. That just sounds like a cult to me. But what if it's something really positive?
That's true. Could be very good.
But that sounds kind of Scientology, doesn't it?
Let me hear the title again.
The Way to Happiness International.
It's got to be a fucking cult. Let's see what's in there.
Okay. It says Eddie Gus on it.
Cursed already.
Okay.
Can't open.
Okay. A world of trust, honesty, and competence. How can you instill in people the importance of mutual respect, honesty, and trustworthiness? Dear Eddie Gus, they think that's our name.
That's a good name.
Thank you for the interest in our free information kit. The material you requested is enclosed. The information and the materials in this kit contain good news, the way to happiness, a common sense guide to better living. So I'm going to open it up really quick. It doesn't seem like it's asking me to do or pay anything yet. It's a curriculum.
Oh, that's how they fucking get you. It's a curriculum?
It's a curriculum on. There's a DVD.
Listen, speaking as a guy, is it okay? Not even knowing it, is it largely blue, green, and white themed color scheme?
It's green and white. You were really fucking close. There's some blue. Yeah, it's okay.
I really think this is Scientology. This comes from a guy that's gotten a lot of fucking promotion material.
I don't know, man. They seem to be making some good points. Here we go. Success and testimonials. These are the testimonials, Gus. So people couldn't lie about this.
Okay.
So this is from.
What? Wait, what?
Sorry, I read. There's a quote, and the person it's quoted to is "Teacher, India." That's. I would say life-changing. Not only has the Way to Happiness changed my students' lives, it has changed my life too. After introducing the Way to Happiness to my students, the class has been filled. It's just about positive energy. It's just can I read out the testimonials from people who they're quoting?
Yes.
School superintendent, New York. Teacher, Texas. Teacher, California. Teacher, Washington D.C. Teacher, Pennsylvania. Then teacher, Texas, teacher, India at the bottom again.
All right. Getting global. Okay.
So I have the book here. Do you want me to look at the book at all?
Yeah. Do you see like the words like e-meter or like...
No, not yet. I'm looking for any buzzwords for Scientology.
Yeah.
It seems to be focused on getting teachers to teach this to their classes.
Really? Audit? Is the word audit in there at all?
I don't see it. Give youth a roadmap for life. It just keeps saying happiness things. Uniting communities.
What's it called again? Let me Google it.
It's called The Way to Happiness Worldwide Success by Educators. I'm trying to find out. I don't see anything that it just keeps saying education on like happiness. And I'm trying to find any buzzwords for any type of fucking
I typed in educatos and like educational potatoes on accident. TheWayToHappiness.org. No thanks.
It's just so...
This has gotta be fucking... It's either... Dude, this is like... I'm so sure that it's Scientology.
I just feel like, there's some kind of hidden message, but they're really hiding it well, because I don't know what the fuck...
This could be a perfectly benign thing, but out of survival, I have to be like preemptively, fuck this thing, whatever it is.
I can tell there's some slips to send them, I'm assuming, money back. So,
I'm looking at the other recommended reading. It's just a lot of like the Way to Happiness custom booklets.
Yeah, whatever it is, they're hiding it. You know what I mean? You're gonna get in there, and then they're gonna be like, "We need your cash."
Oh, it is Scientology. I just
real?
I scrolled to the bottom. I got this exact same mailer years ago.
Wow, dude, this is like so hidden. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, this is totally. I got it. I don't. Oh, yep, you fucker. Very bottom of the page.
No,
about the foundation.
Way.
The Way to Happiness Foundation is a purely secular charitable organization coordinated by the Association for Better Living and Education, an organization dedicated to resolving the major societal ills of drug, crime, illiteracy, and immorality. The Church of Scientology and its parishioners proudly sponsor ABLE and each of its social betterment programs.
They hid this shit so I'm looking. There is no mention of anything other than like improve your life in this entire booklet. And there's no mention of Scientology anywhere.
These you know what I if I've said this on the podcast before, there's your bingo slot. This specific packet I received in my P.O. box.
Was this part of your mail video? Was this the
one
that was... Yeah,
this is the original packet that started all my fucking problems. I got one of these fuckers, and I was like, I opened it up, I didn't even know what it was. I think it was Scientology, or like, I thought it was Scientology at the time, and I was just like, oh, look at this, no, nothing shady here. And like, because it was funny, because it said, do not bend, and it came all bent up. Is there like a folder in there, and a booklet, and a DVD?
Yeah.
Same fucking packet. So I said that, and this was years ago, when I had almost no subscribers. I was doing my Suspicious Packages videos. I almost called you chat, but you're just listening. You're not chat. Too much Twitch. And I did that, and I put it in the video. The video was up for like an hour or two, and it maybe had like 1,000 views on it. And I got a personalized, lengthy email from a member of the Church of Scientology within the first like couple of hours. And ever since then, I was just like, how the fuck did they do that? How did they do that?
No idea.
I could probably literally... Okay, I can't find it.
Can I show you the second package we got?
Yeah.
So other than that, we got 2 fresh pairs of adult diapers.
Yes!
Here we go. They're LXL. And so... if you need these, Gus, I can run them upstairs because I know you.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll take both sizes.
Yeah,
pooping, pissing,
you've been
and
having
shitting.
Pooping, pissing.
Thanks
and
for keeping
shitting.
it discreet. So
you're like, I keep having to leave my stream to go to the bathroom, and so.
Yeah, well, I can't leave my stream if I want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah, bro, I get you. All right, guys, it's time for some fucking international mail from Canada.
Yo.
Oh man, I wish there was the date that this was postmarked by on here. I don't know. This comes to us from Sketch Nate from Ontario. Date. Oh, this is from July this year. That's not that bad. Thank God. And this person made their own box out of recycled cardboard, Eddie.
Whoa, way to go.
Popping this open from our Canadian boy. Ooh, first off, we got some beautiful art in here. I'm going to see what I got. Oh, okay, cool. I'll show chat here. I can send you some pics here.
It's not chat.
Looks like we got some I don't know what these are. If these are stickers. Hey boys, these are shirts from my last release. I wanted to send a couple to the boys because you're so rad. If you guys are into them, you could shout out my Instagram on the podcast, Sketch Nate. I guess I shouldn't have said that. I haven't seen these fuckers yet. What if they suck? Turns out they're actually good.
Yo.
These are great. Look at this. I'll send you a pic, Eddie. It's a green gummy bear guy with giant muscles, and it says "Don't frick with me" in what looks to be the Disney font. I don't really know. I love it. It's chaos. And the other one here is looks to be a small blue teddy bear in a pink tank, and they're yelling "Hi, Mom" outside the tank. That's pretty good. These are tight shirts, dude. Best of luck to you, Nate. Thanks for sending that in. All right, so anyway, I think that you think that's about it, Eddie, for mail.
Mail. Fuck, dude. You can't
really
do that to
formal.
me.
Just really formal.
No, I gotta let it out now.
All
I
right,
was
all right,
ready to.
here, hold up. Sorry, as a pull start.
We don't have to do a crazy one. Just we just do a normal.
Mail. I had to get her up and run. Mail.
Can somebody make an updated video of all the times we've said mail? I remember somebody did it like months ago, but
That was really nice. Yeah. That also sounds like a bitch to edit, so definitely don't do that unless you have absolutely nothing better to do.
Dude,
I miss just doing some fucking just drowning in mail in the old apartment. Wasn't that fun when we could barely traverse the main room?
oh, dude,
That was great.
and we just like wouldn't get rid of the boxes for like a while, and
That's
it would just
so
be,
good.
Oh man,
That's so
and
good.
Entire like left wall of our living room was just like packed with shit. And
Oh
just
my
we
God.
couldn't do-
I just yeah.
Well, we got any more preguntas before we get the frick out of here?
You goddamn right we got some preguntas. Listen, at World War II Historian asks, this is a very fitting question for your username. I like when the username lines up with the question. So anyway, World War II Historian says, out of all the ancient civilizations, which do you think would be the easiest to single-handedly destroy? I love that all of our questions are just indicative of like two fucking warmongers over here.
I feel like this is weird territory, dude. I don't want to talk about like obliterating a culture that is not.
Okay,
like...
let's just do race then. Sorry. Well, I tell you what. Here's my fictional answer. World War II. I've been playing a lot of AOE 2, and I've been destroying with the Khmer. So if I'm the Khmer, I'm killing everybody in the ancient world. I wish it was the Khmer, but there are the Cumans.
What?
In Age of Empires, it's spelled Cumans. I'm sure it's pronounced Cumans, but we'd be calling them the Cumans. Got to do it. All right, next one, hot off the presses. At Pluto RL, what would you want your grandchildren to remember the most about you when you become old and senile?
Question. We have different. Obviously you and I have a career goals what we want to do, but all I want for my close social life with the people I know is when I'm gone for them to be like, he's a good dude, he's a nice man. That's all I want. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I need.
I like that. That's really simple.
Because really, it's like I don't need my grandkids to be like, fucking YouTube videos were great. You know what I mean? Like I just want them to be like, oh, he positive impact on my life. That's
absolutely.
All I want.
You know what? I can't remember if I said this before in a podcast, but even like privately, I want to make a video because we've talked before, and I know you've said like how infuriating it is to listen to like most people talk to old people, how it's like, hi.
I hate, yeah, hi, oh my God, did you eat lunch today? It's like, bro, he was an astrophysicist 40 years ago. Like, Jesus Christ.
And I'm actively going to do this, but I'm going to record, it's going to be at least a few minutes, and I want to say, like, just to save it so I have it later for if I'm lucky enough to get old, I will show it to my family and be like, hey guys, I'm Gus, I'm old as fuck now. I can't really talk probably pretty well. I'm still a person in here. Please don't talk to me like I'm a fucking idiot. I don't really need that much from you.
I'm going to do that same thing. I
do
need
it.
that, dude. Where
Absolutely.
You're like, look at me. Here's how conscious I am. And maybe I'm a little chilled out, but don't talk to me like I'm a fucking child. That's it.
Yeah. It's like, listen, I'm probably going to be playing fucking video games in the old folks' home. I don't know. Maybe I don't have my tactile strengths anymore. Please, I'm a person. Don't just shove me in a goddamn cardigan and wheel me into a corner, bitch. Bring me some goddamn DVDs or something here. Help.
Dude, I'm gonna be, when I'm old, I'm just gonna be fucking in a VR world and never gonna leave. People are gonna be like, oh, my grandkids won't visit me. I'm like, I'm glad they don't. I'm trying to game, bro.
Yeah, dude, you got a game. Honestly, I hope
I said that right after, like, I want them to think I'm a nice man. I'm like, I'm a gamer all through and through.
Let's go, baby. I don't know. I hope I'm dead by the time I'm like 70 or something. That'd be good.
Maybe
used
75. To say that. Yeah, I think I don't know. It all depends, right? Where it's like, am I going to be fulfilled enough where my old body, I'll want to keep chugging it along? You know what I mean?
That's
like,
very
it's really
true.
that.
Unless I am fortunate enough to get to the 0.00001% of folks that are still in the entertainment business and still working. like where you can just even wheel me in and it's still charming, like I'm a goddamn Dick
Like
Van
Betty
Dyke
White.
or some, yeah, like that, where you just like put him out on stage, you're like, look at that guy, still
Yep.
kicking. Like, if I'm still doing that, don't off me. But if I'm like 75 and I'm just like, yeah, my toothpaste is gone, just shoot me. I don't want to be here anymore. I'll put that in the video too. Kids, you can shoot me. Just don't talk to me like I'm an idiot.
Don't talk to me like I'm a baby, especially when the barrel is facing me.
Yeah. Grandpa, hey. No. Keep the 270 in your mouth, bud. Come on.
Hi, I'm going to reload now. Did you eat brunch today?
Sorry, I kind of whiffed the first shot. You going to finish that Jell-O?
Dude, I will say, and I'll say as some closing remarks, I know we usually do it real abrupt. Is this all right for me to kind of
You know
bring
what?
us home?
I am not jumping on you. I was just about to do a self-referential, like, I know we usually abruptly end this
Okay,
thing.
let's talk for a moment.
Let's
then.
talk for a moment.
I was gonna say, so this is coming out on Wednesday, right after the election day. I said we're pretty much done with the bulk of the podcast. First, I just want to say personally for us, like, I know it's not the like end of the world, but like I am so glad we get to do this. I'm so glad that even I feel like we just had a really fucking fun episode before, a really weird time, and I hope people can still enjoy it after. What were you going to say? I'm going to add after.
I mean, coincidentally, when your doorbell rang earlier, I had a small bit before I even said to Tony, I was like, cut this off after this, but I said something very similar. This is one of the best parts of our week here. We are glad you're here. I mean, as of recording this again, it's November 2nd. I'm looking through these comments and stuff here, and seeing so many people dress up as like the Potato Chip Boys.
Yeah,
or,
man,
like,
that shit made me so happy to see.
People from our videos and like characters and stuff. It's like that's the kind of stuff. I don't want to speak on for you, Eddie, but that's the kind of stuff where it's like, if you could tell little kid Gus in his room that someday he would create characters and people would dress up as them because they meant so much to them, I don't even know what I would do. It is so honorable. I'm speechless. Thank you.
I think it's one of these moments as well where we talk about this privately all the time, but especially like, there was even a time where Gus and I were first becoming friends where we would talk about the possibility of being able to do something like this. And so like really, I can't thank everybody enough, like just for how, like just for listening to the podcast, for watching our videos, for watching the streams, for making memes about everything, just participating in this weird fucking community that we've cultivated that seems to be, I know I bitch and complain sometimes, but it's like, it's only about, a select few when I'm bothered by something. It's like, we've got this very supportive, just based on being cool to people community. And it's like, I really hope that whatever's going on, I will always be able to grasp onto that community and be like, we're good though. Like all of us are still good. And I don't mean to be like crazy dire about whatever happens with the election. I think we all know it's going to be a hard time this next week. And so like, I'm just really glad that you're here if you're listening. And that's pretty much all I had to say.
All right. Fuck you. Get out of here.